Hello and welcome to Skills Boost Academy. I'm your facilitator, Chris Morales, and I'll be delivering this course, Essential Sales Skills. Some housekeeping first. By now, you should have downloaded all the material, and that includes 3 documents: the course book, and this is going to be your reference during the course and after. The action guide. You'll use this actively during the course. I'll tell you when you need to pause and complete specific tasks and exercises. And the cheat sheet. It's exactly as it sounds. It's a handy document you can refer to once you're in the trenches. This course is divided into 5 modules. Today we'll start with an introduction and move directly into Module 1. You'll continue on to the next module once you've completed each one. Our first module today, Selling Isn't Just for Salespeople. Module 2, Successful Selling Starts Here. Module 3, Building Relationships That Lead to Sales. Module 4, Customer-Focused Sales Skills. And finally, Module 5, we review and refine. Finally, a key part of our courses are the one-to-one personal sessions that are available to you over the course. For this course, a total of over 5 hours are available. This will be your opportunity to review your action plan. I suggest you schedule each 1-hour session at the conclusion of each module. So let's get started. If you haven't done much one-on-one selling in the past, you may have a negative perception of the process. Many solo entrepreneurs and business owners hate the idea of selling because they see it as pushy, manipulative, even dishonest. This is the reputation of old-school hard sell tactics. But when you use the right approach to convert prospects to customers, it won't be like that at all. Customers are the foundation of your business, as you know, and the reason it exists and thrives. In order to get customers, you have to sell your product or service. This doesn't mean you have to learn high-pressure sales techniques, not at all. Effective selling is about clarifying and meeting your prospect's needs. Making a sale gives you the opportunity to use your expertise to serve your customer in the best way you can. So think serving rather than selling, and that should help you feel more confident in the process. Rather than fixating on closing deals, focus on developing deeper relationships with your ideal customers. By using this approach, you'll see much greater success in the long term. You'll be proposing the best, most relevant solutions to resolve your prospects' problems. And when you do this, they'll naturally want to buy from you. In this course, you'll discover that you don't need to be a natural salesperson to be successful in selling. You'll learn how to develop the essential relationships that lead to sales and master key communication skills such as listening and questioning. You'll discover ways to collaborate with your prospects and coach them to make the right decision for their unique needs so that they'll feel completely satisfied with their purchase. By the end of this course, you'll appreciate just how natural the selling process can be, which will result in more sales and steady growth for your business. There are a number of learning objectives. I'll roll through them. You're going to learn to recognize why you need to develop sales skills and how the right approach reflects your desire to serve your customers. You'll uncover your blocks to selling and discover ways to overcome them so that you can sell with ease and self-assurance. You'll deepen your knowledge of your customers and yourself so that you feel confident when you go into the sales process. You'll start relationships with potential customers on the right note so that prospects feel a connection to you and want to learn more. You'll develop relationships with prospects based on serving their needs so that they feel they're buying something of value, not just being sold to. You'll manage multiple relationships with prospects and customers so that each one feels special. You'll actively listen to your prospects and customers so that you don't jump to conclusions at any point during the sales process. You'll use different types of questions to learn more about your prospect's situation and needs so that you have a complete picture before developing a solution. You'll provide information that helps your prospects understand their situation and their needs so that they feel empowered to find the right solution. You'll work together with customers to identify the root cause of their problems so that they feel that you're a part of the solution. You'll communicate the value of your proposed solution so that your prospect recognizes and visualizes the impact it will have on them. You'll ensure the sale goes smoothly, that prospects don't back out at the last minute, and that everyone is confident in the sales decision. Consolidate and implement your learning and plan for future action steps so that you can achieve the goals you set for this course. As I noted earlier, this course is broken down into 5 modules and individual lessons and exercises. And that's going to take you step by step through acquiring powerful sales skills to help you achieve your goals. At this time, I'm going to ask you to pause, go your action guide, and take a few minutes to think about what you want to get out of this course. In the action guide, write down 3 specific skills you expect to gain. You can find this on page 4 of the action guide. I trust you've taken a few moments to write down 3 specific skills you hope to gain from this course. Let's get started now in Module 1, Selling Isn't Just for Salespeople. The key learning objective is to recognize why you need to develop sales skills and how the right approach already reflects your desire to serve your customers. Many of us business owners who don't sell full-time dislike or even fear the idea of selling. I relate to that. Maybe you do as well. Some do everything we can to avoid it. You may find yourself in that situation now, even though you know that you have to sell to stay in business. In this module, you'll recognize the need to develop your sales skills so that you can truly help and serve your customers. If you provide solutions to satisfy your customers' needs, you've taken the first step. Now, sales may not be your profession, but you do need to make a sale if you want to have a profitable business. These may be online or offline. The skills are similar. For example, to launch Skills Boost Academy, I had to sell my idea to my group of business advisors and mentors. Used a lot of the soft skills. Then I had to transition to online, which is much more of the hard type tactic and strategy. When you think a bit deeper about what selling actually is, it's an exchange of goods and services for money. In other words, you're giving something back when someone pays you money. So really, you've got nothing to feel ashamed about. But the impression does persist that selling is sleazy, it's tacky, it's even dishonest. And if you resonate with this, then try changing the way you think about selling. Instead, think, selling is solving a problem for my customer. Selling is serving them in the best way possible. It may seem obvious, but it's true. You know that you want what's best for your customers, but you can't help them if you don't make the sale first. Think. Really stop and think about your customer. Selling is about matching what you have to offer to what customers need. So it must always be customer-focused. Your job when you're selling is to help your customer make a decision, the right one for them. You're basically their decision coach. And they may well come to work with you because of that decision. So another way to think about this is, you're in the decision coaching business. Of course, the sales process is often a lengthy one and begins with you finding suitable leads before you make any kind of proposal or offer. In this course, we are focusing on the key communication and relationship building skills you need to master in order to sell successfully. And depending on your business, you use sales skills in a variety of contexts, from sales conversations, conventions, webinars, small groups, one-on-one. And depending on the type of business you're in, you may be B2B, business to business. You may be selling directly to consumers, B2C. The core sales skills that you're going to learn in this course will work for you in all types of situations. Successful salespeople, we're not out to manipulate people into buying something that they simply don't want. That's an old school, high pressure way of selling. It might work for the first sale, but it won't have people coming back for more. The customer-focused salesperson is, committed to customer success? You're 100% confident in your product and service. You're great communicators, enthusiastic educators. You love solving problems. You're very efficient at building and managing relationships. And you're pretty good as a coach as well. Be aware of your own strengths when it comes to these attributes. You might perform better at some than others, and that's perfectly natural. As long as you're committed to the customer and are totally confident in your offering, you can develop the other strengths. And that's what we're going to be talking about and reviewing and working on during this course. So I'm going to get you to pause now and refer to your action guide to complete these next two exercises. You're going to go to page 5 and page 6 of your action guide. First exercise, identify the contexts in your business where you need to use your skills and with whom. Are you in a sales conversation, a convention, a webinar, small groups, etc.? And then I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on the following statements. Note where you're strong and where you need to develop. Are you committed to customer success? Are you 100% confident in your offerings and in yourself? Are you a great communicator? Are you an enthusiastic educator? Are you effective at solving problems? Do you love it? Are you efficient at building and managing relationships? And what type of coach are you? Again, take a few minutes, pause now, and come back and we'll continue on. That concludes our introduction and module 1, and we're now going to be moving on to module 2.